One day, Paddington decided to take up bodybuilding, and he sent away for a special outfit he saw advertised in one of Mr. Brown's newspapers. Although the advertisement hadn't said anything about bears' bodies in particular, there had been lots of letters from satisfied customers, and altogether it sounded very good value for £1, until he came to try it out. Paddington collapsed onto his bed and consulted the brochure which had come with the outfit. The brochure was called Mind Your Muscles, and it showed a day in the life of a gentleman called Grant Stalwart. If the pictures were anything to go by, Mr. Stalwart was able to do the most extraordinary things with his muscles. One picture even showed him cracking a walnut between his biceps. It was a bit difficult to tell with fur, but looking at his own arm, Paddington had to admit he couldn't see any muscles large enough to dent a soft-boiled egg, let alone crack walnut shells. Paddington came to a decision. Most of Grant Stalwart's pictures showed him at work outdoors, and he felt sure that if he took his outfit into the garden, he might have better luck. For a moment or two, Paddington wasn't quite sure what had happened. But before he had time to gather his senses, he had yet another shock.
Bear! What are you doing, Bear? Look at my fence, Bear! It's ruined! I've never seen anything like it.
Oh, dear, Mr. Curry, I'm very sorry. If I'd known you were there, I'd have waited until you'd gone away. I mean...
Well, Bear, what do you mean?
I was only testing my bodybuilding outfit, Mr. Curry. Perhaps you'd like to have a go. It's meant for 7-stone weaklings. There's a letter here from one just like you.
What's that? Are you calling me a 7-stone weakling, Bear?
I expect if you had a go every day, Mr. Curry, you could be an 8-stone weakling in no time at all. It's worth over £20.
And 20 pounds? Did you say 20 pounds?
Oh, yes, Mr. Curry. And Grant Stalwart says if you're not satisfied in 1 week, he'll give you your money back.
In that case, Bear, I shall write to him straight away. I'm not satisfied, and I shall tell him so. All you have to do is sign a statement saying you've given them to me. I'll do the rest. I may not even report you for breaking my fence. And if there's any change left out of the 20 pounds, I may give you 6pence for your trouble.
Paddington listened disconsolately as Mr. Curry's voice droned on. He knew from past experience when he was fighting a losing battle.
The mean old so-and-so,
said Mr. Brown, when he heard all about Paddington's adventures later that day.
It's not even his fence, it's ours. You're not letting him get away with it, are you? It would serve him right if he lost the 20 pounds and had to keep the springs.
20 pounds, said Mrs. Bird. Who said anything about 20 pounds? I'm afraid Paddington only sent £1 deposit, so there's another 19 to pay. I've got another £19 to pay? Exclaimed Paddington in alarm. No, dear, you haven't. Mr. Curry has. The springs are his now. The most he can get back is your £1.
Well, I think Paddington ought to get his £1 back right now, just to make sure.
Hear, hear. And don't forget to read the small print next time. I shan't, Mrs. Bird, said Paddington. In fact, I shall buy a magnifying glass with my money. And if I have anything left over, I may even buy some nutcrackers. I don't think my muscles will ever be big enough to manage your Christmas walnuts.